Hi there, Morgan here from Crafting a Lovely Life, and today I'm going to show you how to make this super cute Treats for Santa plate using your Cricut and adhesive vinyl. I think this plate turned out so cute and my kids love it. It was super easy to make and I can't wait to show you how. Alright, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is measure our plate to see how big we can make the design. For the plate I'm using today, 8.5 inches will be perfect for the design. So now we can open up a new project in Cricut Design Space. Then we are going to upload the Treats for Santa SVG design. You can get this design on my website, which I will list below in the description. Once you have it opened, you can resize it to fit on your plate. Now we need to attach the design elements so that they will stay together when they are cut. Since we are using 2 colors of vinyl, we will need to select each color layer in the Layers panel and attach. So first we need to select the entire design and click on Group. Then we will go to the first layer in the Layers panel, select it, and click Attach. Next we can scroll down to the red layer, select it, and click Attach. Now we can click Make It. Since I am using a Cricut Maker for this project, I will select On Mat for this screen and click Confirm. You should have 2 mats, one for each color, and the design elements should be all together. Then click Continue to select your material type. Anytime I cut adhesive vinyl, I select the Premium Vinyl Shimmer material type. I have found that this cuts through the vinyl the cleanest for my machine. You can try using that setting or just the regular vinyl setting with more pressure selected if you know that works for your machine. Once you select your material type, we can place the red vinyl on the mat. For adhesive vinyl, you want the colored side up and the paper backing side down on the mat. Then you can use a brayer tool to make sure the vinyl is stuck down really well. Next, you can load the mat into your Cricut and then start cutting. Once you unload the mat, flip it over and peel the vinyl gently away from the mat. Now we can repeat this process for the green vinyl. I ended up cutting my vinyl sheet a bit too small and cut one of the stars in half, so I had to go back and cut an extra star out. I also lost one of the gingerbread man's eyes during the cut, so I recut that as well. Once everything is cut, we can weed the vinyl. I like to start at the corner of the vinyl sheet with my weeding tool and peel away the excess vinyl. Be really careful when you are pulling off the excess vinyl because the little dash lines like to pull off when you are removing it. Then I use a weeding tool to get the smaller pieces off of the design. Now we can repeat that process for the green vinyl. Before we place the vinyl on the plate, you will want to clean the plate with alcohol and a lint-free cloth. This will help the vinyl adhere better and last longer on the plate. Next, we will cut off a piece of standard grip transfer tape the size of the entire design. I am going to get the green vinyl on the transfer tape first. So peel off the paper backing and place the transfer tape on the green vinyl. For larger designs like this, I try to stick the transfer tape down in the middle first and then work my way out to cover the rest of the design. If the transfer tape gets wrinkled on any part of the vinyl, just carefully lift up that area and place it back down. Then we will use a scraper tool on the front and back of the vinyl to make sure it gets stuck to the transfer tape. Then slowly peel up the transfer tape with your design on it. Make sure that all of the small parts of the design make it onto the transfer tape as you go. Now we are going to get the red part of the design put on the transfer tape. The trick to getting the red and green vinyl lined up is to use parchment paper in between the layers. You will also want to place the backing sheet from the green vinyl behind the red sheet so that you don't stick the green part of the design to the table you are working on. So you will want to cover most of the red vinyl with the parchment paper, but leave a small part uncovered at the top. Then you can place the transfer tape on top of the parchment paper and move it around until everything is lined up properly. Once you have everything lined up, you can press the transfer tape down on the top part of the design. Then work your way down slowly, removing the parchment paper as you go. I like to use my scraper tool as I go to avoid any wrinkles or bubbling in the transfer tape. Once the transfer tape is stuck down, use a scraper tool on the front and back of the vinyl. Then slowly peel up the transfer tape with the entire design on it. Double check that every part of the design gets picked up by the transfer tape as you go. Now we are ready to stick the vinyl onto the plate. Center the design and gently place it onto the plate. I just eyeballed it to get everything centered, but you could use the parchment paper trick that we used earlier for this step as well. Now use a scraper tool to make sure the vinyl has no bubbles and is stuck to the plate. Then gently peel up the transfer tape. I'm also going to manually place the star I had to recut earlier. Now you are done and ready to add all of your treats for Santa and his reindeer this Christmas. Isn't this plate just so cute? I love how it turned out and my kids are so excited to use it this year. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and get a chance to make your own treats for Santa plate this season. Don't forget to grab this design on my website listed below. Be sure to subscribe below so you can follow along as I share new crafty projects. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!